And Storm Team Live Radar Network seeing some showers beginning to pop up across the area, although the heaviest of showers right now look like they're starting to come up in northern York County, just over Dillsburg, or just starting to move outside of Dillsburg. A bit of a lightning bolt just started to come out of that cell at this time. Going to be expecting some more of those showers and storms to begin to pop up. You can see just starting to close in on Littlestown, a little bit of a downpour starting to fall. So that's something that we're going to continue to watch as we go through the rest of this afternoon into the evening, as more shower and storm chances for today. Then spotty showers and storms as we head into not only Friday, but also getting into the weekend, feeling seasonable. Then as we head into next week, temperatures are going to be trending above average. So you'll see that in the 10-day forecast here in just a few minutes. But flood watch is in effect until midnight tonight for the majority of the area. Mifflin, Juniata, and Franklin counties not included in that flood watch. Also, we're in a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk for the majority of the Susquehanna Valley. Although you can see our far southern communities towards Adams, York, and Lancaster counties just getting clipped by that level 2 out of 5 severe weather risk, and that's for the elevated damaging wind risk. Now, I want to make sure I emphasize something. So this past Saturday, when we were dealing with a lot of those straight line winds, that was when we were highlighted in a 30% risk, and that was the majority of the area. Notice how we're in a 5% for the majority of the Susquehanna Valley, just getting clipped by that 15%. So I do not expect if there's any damaging winds from any storms, they're not going to be as intense as we dealt with this past weekend. So I just wanted to make that note. Although the higher threat that I think is going to be the chance for seeing some flash flooding with some of these larger storms, or some of the heavier bands of rain that we'll see. So we could see some localized instances of flash flooding, also especially in the low-lying and poor drainage areas. So we made that a medium risk in terms of the storm impacts, and then a lower risk for damaging winds this afternoon and evening with some of these storms. So they're going to become more scattered as we get into later this afternoon and into the evening. But then once we get to about midnight and 1 a.m., that's when I expect to see the bulk of those showers and storms to have moved out. So from now until 8 p.m., just expect scattered afternoon and evening storms, and some of those threats including isolated damaging winds and heavy rain that could lead to flash flooding. So then heading into tonight, though, something I wanted to note, we'll be bottoming out into the 70s. We'll start to see some clearing, and the showers will be ending by that time. Pollen levels for today are moderate. Air quality is moderate, so is the UV index. Got about a 35-minute burn time. You can see temperatures into the 80s, 83 in York, 81 in Carlisle, 84 in Lewistown, but these dew points into the 70s. It makes it feel quite humid out there. I would say borderline steamy across the area, but that's offering us fuel for some of these storms, as you can see popping up on Storm Team Live Radar Network. So we're going to continue to monitor the chance for these showers and storms to continue throughout the rest of this afternoon into the evening. Once we get past this evening into tonight, there's that clearing once again that I mentioned, but then here comes this cold front that's going to start to sag south, and that's going to allow for those another chance of some of those showers and storms getting into Friday afternoon and the evening, and then we'll see some pop-up isolated showers and storms possibly as we head into the first half of the weekend, and also the second half of the weekend. But notice how high pressure is starting to build in, so that may also damper those chances heading into the weekend. We actually are looking quite dry as we head into our Sunday. Warm and sticky, though, and we're heading for the 90s once again as we head into next week, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Susan, back to you.